Mega Latias and Latios are some of the very few megas that are direct downgrades. But rating them all, and said megas are even more similar than their base forms, to the point where they are genuinely indistinguishable, though in battle they're quite a bit different. Latias has a really solid stat spread with really crazy defenses and still a terrifying 140 special attack. Then Mega Latios just doubles down into attack with 130 and 160 respectively, while still being really bulky. Dragon Psychic is a really cool type stylistically, but I don't think that it's actually very good. It doesn't have great offensive or defensive matchups, but both Latias and Latios overcome that with their amazing move pools with strong stab options, setup, recovery, and a host of great TMs on top of it. 5 stars in battle prowess. Its availability is interesting since it is famously handed to you kind of annoyingly easily and early, to the point where it's a bit ridiculous and breaks the game, but it's also a lot different per version. In its version, it's clearly 5 stars for a mega, but in its other's version, it's locked behind quite a bit of the post game, so I could average out those two scores, but I feel like that's a bit unfair, as every other Pokemon who are version exclusives just get a small penalty, so they will too. 4.5 stars. And as for their concept, as we went over last time, it is outrageously deep and convoluted, but to summarize, they're jet plane dragon bird griffin creatures with loads of religious, philosophical, and mythological inspiration and references, and therefore 5 stars. And wow, these guys could really get some of the best scores yet, except, as I said at the start, they're pretty direct and rough downgrades from their base forms and design, where Latias was the cute and playful, enigmatic legendary creature, and Latios was the stoic, intimidating older brother who also just looks absolutely iconic and incredible. Their megas don't. We can even ignore the fact that they are identical, which really sucks, but even on their own, they just don't look anywhere near as good. I'm not a fan of the new face fur, the new bulkier body, and especially how they merged their arms and wings into one rigid object. Now sure, they still have the same general look and feel to them, but even the poles were all over the place and unsure with this one, and I'm with ya. 2.5 stars. Landing both of these megas 4.25 stars overall, falling just short of both the Legends top 5 and the Megas top 5.